Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to go over my actuals for the last pay period, which is the 16th of October to the 29th of October, aka the last day of that was yesterday. Today's the 30th for me, and I just got the first paycheck of the next one. So I was going to do my actuals to see how we did. I do underestimate income, so I know that's gonna be higher, and I round up for the bill, so that will also be slightly lower. There was a lot of surprises, and this is the first time I'm ever doing this method. This was the first paycheck, so it was a mess. I'm just gonna tell you, there's so many mistakes, but luckily we had more income to wiggle around with, and I made a lot of changes. So I just want to start with that. I did track my expenses using the highlighter method. I have 2 pages of them because I actually didn't give myself enough room, and I was tracking other things and I decided to not. I didn't want to track the ending balance. I can look at my checking account at any time. It doesn't matter to have it on the paper, and I constantly had to write transfer, so I just crossed that out. I also decided I wasn't going to track my husband's spending. I was just going to give him money and he could do whatever he wants. He usually is a saver, so he usually has more money left over, and I was just going to let him keep his excess and build it up and do whatever he wants to do with that portion of his money if he decides not to spend it. Instead of bringing it back in, he can do whatever he wants. And I only tracked my variable spending. So it would be these cash envelopes down here are the only things that I tracked. These are pretty much the same. These are the same. These aren't changing for me. Neither are these really. So this is the only thing that's I would have to track and keep track, and this is what I would overspend in. These other ones I would not. So it's I'm just tracking what I need to, and this is what I need to. So with this I do round up, but for the actuals I go to the penny, just so that it's very clear. And I did get a calculator. Look at me go. So for this check I budgeted $1,400, but it was actually $1,805.67. For this check, it was a YouTube check. Like I said, I have another channel, but I stopped uploading on it. But people still watch it, so I do get income from it, but not every single month. This month I did, so it was actually $121.97. And I knew what that was gonna be, but I just rounded it up to $122 because the 3 cents was gonna be made up somewhere. And then for this check, it was $728.81. So the total for the income, $1,805.67 plus $121.97 plus $728.81 is $2,656.45. So we made about $430 more than expected, which was really helpful. So this, again, it barely changes, but I did round up, so we just need the actuals. For this one, it was $700 exactly. For Spotify, it was $9.99. For this card, it did get $25. My phone bill was actually supposed to be lower than this, but it ended up being 2 cents higher, and I'm attacked. It's already really high because I got a new phone months ago, and I will never finance a phone again. I will just buy it. But I was desperately needed. My phone was completely destroyed. Then my husband's life insurance is $59.85 actually. And then for this one, I got those invisible aligners. That is what that is. I got those ages ago. I was wearing them religiously, and then I started to have toothaches, and when I took them off, they were pretty much shielding my teeth, because when I took them off, the air would hurt my teeth. So I went to the dentist, and she was like, do not use those. They don't help you. If you want for us to pay. Like they could do the real one, the Invisalign. And I was just like, I'm just gonna stop them. But unfortunately, I still have to pay for it. And I don't know what it is about this company, but they just don't do it on the right card. They try to go through a credit card that was maxed out. That was supposed to be my secondary. They constantly try to charge that and then complain that they have missed payments. And I'm like, do the right card because there's money there. But I'm tired of them. Either way, they never took out the money because they kept trying to charge the other card that's maxed out. So that's zero because I don't know how to help them. I'm not going to help them. I would actually honestly prefer if they just sent it to collection so that I could just pay off that and I don't have to deal with these monthly payments anymore. That would be great because it's so annoying and I can't pay them more. I can't do anything except let them take it out and then give me late fees, and it's just when they are the ones, I'm just so upset. Next one, another credit card was $30. And then this, I think I said in the last video that we live in an Airbnb at the moment, but we were moving, which this is whited out, you can see. I was filling in the extras. But the last payment for the Airbnb was $374. We actually had to extend that. So we had to extend it for our apartment because it was going to be ready in time. So that is a bonus thing. This happened on the 22nd. It was not budgeted for, but it was $504. Then we got approved for the apartment, so I had to pay the deposit, which luckily was not a month's rent for the security deposit. Very lucky. That happened on the 22nd as well. So we had to extend our Airbnb, and then we paid the deposit, which was only $400. Very nice security deposit. It was gonna be $1,200. Very nice. And then we had a PO box. We were debating on if we were gonna close it, but then we had to extend the Airbnb. So I was like, oh, we'll just leave it open. But we have it for 3 more months, and that was on the 25th. I know all the numbers are a mess, but it's okay. That was $37. Next time we're gonna close it. And then, oh my God, there were so many surprises. This is what I'm telling you. We had to get renter's insurance. So Lemonade insurance. No due date at the moment. I'm not sure what day. It might be the day that our lease starts. Was not budgeted for, and it was $25.92. And then I decided I was going to start doing YouTube again, so I renewed my Adobe account, and that will forever be due on the 29th, which is great because I have so few bills at the last week of the month, so I wanted to wait until the last week of the month. Not budgeted for, and that one is $21.71. So I decided, because these all came up really quickly, I wasn't going to take them out of this budget because it was just a lot. So I was going to put the deposit. I basically just took this out of savings, so it's not counting. I took this out of savings, so it's not counting. And this. That was supposed to count, but we're going to just not count it. And it wasn't counted in here because I was already going to take that out of savings. Does that make sense? So these 3 were taken out of savings. These 3 are not. So these aren't counting in my numbers. Now let's add it up. I'm just going to take the hit for my savings just because this is my first one. Like these weren't completely unplanned. I did have savings. Like I knew I was going to have to pay the deposit. I did not know that I was going to have to extend the Airbnb. I knew I was going to have to pay the last part of it, but I don't know. I'm just gonna wipe it clean and move on. So adding these all together, we have $700, $999, $25, $136.02, $59.85, $30, $37, $25.92, and $21.71. So our total was actually less. Why is it less? Oh, I missed something. Yikes, that's why. I missed the mission lane payment. I thought I wrote it, but I wrote it over here. It had a minimum of $30, and that was on the 20. Oh, well, it's a card, so I could pay it whenever I want. That had a $30. That's why these numbers were off. So let me redo the math. So 700 plus 999 plus 25 plus 136.02 plus 59.85 plus 30 plus 37 plus 25.92 plus 21.71 plus 30. That's wrong. What's going on here? 25 plus 136.02 plus 59.85 plus 30 plus 37 plus 25.92 plus 21.71 plus 30. There we go. These are the numbers I got. So this is 1,075.49. There's not enough space in that box for me. So left over, we had 2,656.45 minus 1,075.49. Leaves us with 1,580.96. Okay, now this is the part where we have to break out. The calculator is going to be our bestest friend. We have to break out the sheet. So I did use the highlighter method as suggested by the budget mom. I just didn't highlight the whole thing because, you know, I don't know. I just highlighted the category. So we're going to just cover these. Don't judge my charges. There's a lot of McDonald's, so don't worry about them. So the first section we're counting is food. I can tell you right now, it's way over. Like, way over. So these are the red ones here. 255 plus 588 plus 2014 plus 1378 plus 6152 plus 4233 plus $23 plus $525 plus $424 plus $1079 plus $1066 plus $5335 plus $204 plus $1379 plus $5 plus $477 plus $1693 plus $1385 plus $5283 leaves us with $362.70. And my budget was for $200. So I decided, and you guys saw in the last video, I decided for this week currently, to split up groceries and eating out, because putting them together was a recipe for disaster. And now, even that is basically $210. It's not as much as this, but it will control the eating out. Most of that was eating out. If groceries was alone, it would have been in budget. That's the yikes part about it. So that's way over. So the next thing we're counting is transport. The only thing that I wrote on here was my Uber rides. I did write gas one time, but I'm not counting that for this week because gas is like on a separate credit card. From now on, I am gonna put gas with it, but not for this week. I was not the idea. So I have 1706 plus 1996. These Uber rides are very expensive, but they're not very often. I mean, they are, but they're gonna be, when we move, we're gonna be so close to my job. These are not gonna be there. 1714, so that is great. Plus 1507. plus 1479. So that leaves us with 8402. And our transport budget ended up being 8402, which is way under. And it will be way under forevermore. I'm gonna actually adjust this to probably be halved, but not until we move, and I know for sure that it'll be halved. Right now it's kind of iffy. It's iffy on if my husband can drive me sometimes, so I just want to have the money there. Next is my budget, which I had $50, and let me tell you, it's way over $50. So I went a little crazy. So mine are these purple ones, so $27. Plus 1098 plus 3365 plus 2047 plus 1667 plus, oh, that's it. So we're at 108.77 when I had a budget of $50. I raised it for next week to be $60, and I'm just gonna try not to buy. I mean, some of these things were like this. I bought this from thebudgetmom.com. I bought these little cards. I forgot to show you these cards. They're very cute. So I use these cashless cards. I don't have cash for my spending. My variable spending, I just write it down. So that's how we do that. I'm gonna just be more careful about that. But I bought these. I bought this workbook. In the future, the next one is Avery's budget, and like I said, I am not tracking his, so I'm gonna just make it the same. Then the house budget. So the house budget are the blue ones. This is a pretty unused category. It's only if we need like shared things. So $6 there, those for laundry. And then we went to Walmart and bought some paper towels, toilet paper, blah, blah, blah. So it was $27.97. And then we went to Staples. I had a great coupon for $50 off. So I actually got 2 things of black ink. And I got 6 of these whiteout Easy Correct. And it was $3 with the coupon. Ridiculous, ridiculous. So $3.21. And then we spent $17.13 at Target. So it's $54.31 total. $54.31. That is a little bit high. I mean, it's higher than I budgeted for, but I know exactly why, and it can be dealt with. We went on a little Target shopping spree again. Target tells you what to buy, you know what I'm saying? Then for the bunnies, I believe they only had one. Yes, I just bought them hay on Amazon, which was $41.03. So it was slightly over. Then miscellaneous. Miscellaneous, I just have 2 charges, which is just Zillow. I applied for an apartment. Turns out I didn't even get that apartment. So it was a hot waste of $58. But whatever, it will not be a charge in the future. So that leaves us with $58. So now adding that all together, we have the 58 plus the 4103 plus the 5431 plus 144 plus 108.77 plus 8402 plus 362.70. So that's 852.83. Cute. And now let's take that from our total. Sorry, I keep hiding it. So it's 1580.96 minus 852.83 leaves us with 728.13. So now onto my cash envelopes. So I bought these also on thebudgetmom.com. So that's another one of my Ashley expenses. These are really cute envelopes. I have so many of them, probably too many of them. I have so many wants. Anyway, I did move these around. I actually decided, just like have it less cluttered, I actually decided to get rid of my birthday envelope and just combine it with my anniversary envelope. By combining it, I just mean having, because it's supposed to, this had a goal of 200 and this had a goal of 200, so we're just gonna do 200 all together. Because our anniversary, our wedding anniversary, which is what I mean by this, is the day before my birthday. So it's like, we're not gonna spend $200 in one day and then $200 the next day. So I just decided to delete that and give it nothing. And then we're just gonna like combine them, because this, our vacation 2021, which I changed the name to Anniversary 2021, is a vacation that encompasses our anniversary and my birthday. So it's just gonna be one thing from now on. One savings goal and one event. So the first one was, so I actually put the money I had in my Ashley birthday into my anniversary. So as you can see, I had the original 50 and then I transferred 40. So in here, I have 80 and there's a total of 90 in actuality, but I only have 20s. So there's 80 in the thing, but 90 in actuality. I'm probably gonna only work in 20s from now on. And I colored it in, very cute. I usually do my cash stuffing halfway. Like as you can see, the first check we get on the first day, and then I get another check like halfway through. That's the check I use for cash stuffing. This check pays the bills and the budget and pays the card, and then the second check does the sinking funds and the savings. I hope that makes sense. So anyway, I gave it $50. The next goal is my husband's birthday, and I ended up giving it $14, exactly as stated. Next week it will actually get some money in there, but for right now it doesn't have $20 worth. The next one is Valentine's Day. I gave it $32. I'm really excited to stuff these with you next time. I just wanted to like give it a try before I made a channel, to make sure that it was what I wanted. Then I have Christmas of next year. We're gonna do pretty much nothing for Christmas of this year because we just need furniture, and I gave it $10. So there's nothing in the envelope at the moment. Then I actually had a goal for a sewing machine. I actually moved this one down to extra savings, as you guys saw in the last video. And I put $60 in there. And I'm just gonna give it $20 from here on out, but the $60 are just for now. Then our vacation for next year, we don't even have the first little bit colored in because it's a $2,400 thing. I gave it $88. And in here I have 80. Right now I'm just working in 20s because I don't have a permanent address because we just moved very far away and I need to get a bank up here. I only have a bank somewhere else, so if I take out cash, I literally can't put it back in at the moment. We would have to drive to Massachusetts to put it back in, or like 2 hours away. I ended up making a few more new sinking funds that you guys saw in the last video. This is the apartment furniture one. I was supposed to put $53. That was what I budgeted. There's $40 in here. I'm probably going to put it back. I'm going to put it in something else and just keep this one in my checking account because most of it I'm going to buy online. Like, I'm not really going to buy furniture in cash in person, you know what I mean? Then we have a new clothes one, which basically is nothing in it. I just started this one just to have like a little thing if we need a jacket, if we need new socks, I don't know. And I made a car maintenance envelope. Again, it has nothing in it. I didn't have it for last week, but next week it will get money. Then I made a pet supplies one that's going to be capped out. Again, nothing in it. Next week and then a green card one. Again, nothing in it. Next week, all these you'll see in the next cash stuffing video. So those are my envelopes added together. So we have 50 plus 14 plus 32 plus 10 plus 60 plus 88 is 254. And we have the 7, 28, 13 minus 254 is 474, 13. So with this card, I actually ended up giving it a lot more than $100. I gave it $226.18. I gave it that amount before I even started using this system. It was just like at the beginning of the week, right after we got that check, I just gave it a huge chunk before I could even budget it. So yikes. 474.13 minus 226.18 is 247.95. And we gave it 226.18. So with the 247.95, I actually have 160 for the apartment, and I just left a cushion in my account with the rest of it. I hope this isn't blurry. Let's not make it blurry. So I did not budget anything, but because we had extra, I just put the rest in there. But what I'm basically, there's nothing left. Like with all the mistakes and all the extra things, it zeroed out. Luckily we did have a good amount of extra money because it was a yikes. It was a yikes, let me tell you. So those are my actuals. Those are my actuals. So this cushion is actually like gone to the wind money. Like, I don't know. So total income is 0. I'm not gonna fill that out because I already know. This was a mess. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully next week I will get it together. I did just get paid today for the first check of the next pay period, and I did pay a bunch of bills already, but I will show you guys in my next actual video. In about a week, I will get paid the second check of the pay period, and then I will stuff my cash envelopes with you guys. So I hope you guys are excited for that. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in my next video. I hope you have a good day. Bye.